What is up, everybody? Today we're going to be putting in the new radiator. We're also going to be getting the new battery in, installing all that stuff, and then we're also going to be starting it up today and trying to get all that cooling stuff set up and ready to go, so that way this thing is ready to roll. We shouldn't have any overheating problems. I want to get as much air out of the system as possible. This is definitely a vibe. This fucking car is vibing out right now with this grass growing around it, so that is the big plan. We will see how that goes. A lot of dust and stuff getting pollen and getting stuck on everything, but other than that, we are getting ready to roll in the dough. Alright, so first things first, we're going to take off these hoses, the bottom one, this top one. We're going to disconnect this fan. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet, because this plug is different than what's on the slim fan. Ty, let me scoop this up because he doesn't think he's going to be running this on his K-swap, because he's got to get a different fan and stuff like that for his setup. But taking this one off, I have one more install kit for the slim fan stuff that I had bought a long time ago. I'm going to install it on the new radiator. So here's the new radiator. I'm going to try not to touch the fins. They started wrapping these in plastic, which is nice. So they didn't do that before as far as I remember. So we're going to install this beast today and get rid of this single core here that is most likely going to leak on us. It's still brand new, but we're not going to use it. So we're going to take that off and go about it, swap that out, put the new one in with the fan on it, with the slim fan. Get rid of this super thick fan. Take off this old battery, put the new one on. Get the clamping system on. I want to clamp the battery down actually and get that going, because for some reason I never did that, but we're going to do that today as well because I have that in the trunk. Hopefully we can get some good progress on the car today. The heat is kind of picking up, but the sun is intermittent, so it's kind of a nice mix of that. The bugs aren't super nasty right now, but I'm sure they will be later tonight, so I really want to get this hustle going and get going. But yeah, we shall see what happens, so wish me some luck. Alright, so we have the old radiator off. I mean, you could see the thickness differences here. This is a single core. These typically tend to leak with this setup here. I mean, you can still get a single core with one of these designs. This is a better design overall. That's why I went with that. Went with the same setup as I had on my D16. Never had any leaking issues. They also modernized a little bit of some of this stuff on here. The plugs are still the same. Everything is there. There just obviously isn't any drainage, extra additional drainage other than just the top and bottom there. So the wiring is kind of weird on this. I mean, it's supposed to be plug and play for the most part, so we'll take off the old plug and then throw it on the new one. This is how it is from the factory, so I don't know. I'm not super worried about it, but just odd that was how they designed these, but they're super straightforward to set up, so I'm not super worried about it. I don't know where all this silver, oh, it's coming from the radiator. It's all fake painted anodized shit. It's going to be time to just cut these off, and then we just drop in the radiator, and then we get the two rubbers from the bottom, and I'm going to pull the rubbers off of that, throw them on this one, and then we're going to install the radiator in and plumb it up, and then put coolant in and put a new battery in, and hopefully have a somewhat very successful day. Keep making progress on this and get this thing installed, so let's do it. Alright, so now we got the radiator installed. Everything is plumbed up. There shouldn't be any leaks anywhere. Still getting a lot of paint coming off my hand. Here you can see the little bit of gloss. Maybe you can't. I don't know. You can still kind of see it, but I plugged in the fan. If these plugs don't work, I'll switch them around and we'll see, but obviously that's not a proper way to get this to work. But we'll see if the connection, maybe I just need to swap the two and go from there. But I still got to fill and add coolant to this thing. But before we do that, I have a little bit, I poured a little bit from the bottom of the radiator we just took out. There was still some in there. I didn't want to pour it all out, but a little bit came out when I unplugged this bottom tube. Still quite a bit in there. Shouldn't be leaking or anything like that. It's a very solid connection. And then now we just need to put in the new battery, and then we're going to plug in the ECU, and hopefully everything works. So let's give this a shot. Let's see if we can get this thing to start up today. I'm really excited. Alright, so Ty let me borrow his coolant bleeder kit. He just bought this brand new. I'm the first person to use it. OEM Tools is the brand. So I can get that on there. Super nice product. The only issue I had with it wasn't exactly with the product itself. My radiator was not cut properly in the inside, so I just kind of had to force it in. But this should be fine. There's a rubber seal inside there, so it should help kind of seal things up. I'm gonna grab the keys here. I don't know where I'm going. Let's do this. Let me shove that right there. First start in probably well over a year. I'm gonna have to get another key for this thing too, but we got battery, we got voltage. And this one is working on it. I don't even have to clutch in. I'm just gonna pull it out of gear. Starts right up. Exactly what I thought would do. First start, baby. Bubbles are going down. Gotta push out all the bubbles out of here. It's gonna take a bit. Looking sweet. Super happy about that. Lots of air in the system from when we changed out, but we don't seem to have any leaks. I'm not seeing anything in here that's scaring me. It's gonna take a while for that thing to bleed, but yeah, we did it. Got the car started. She rips. I'm gonna let it idle for quite a bit. When I get that battery charged, I can smell the gas. But yeah, we're just gonna continuously try and get more and more work done on this thing over time here. And I also don't. Hold on. This is all I really wanted to do today, was kind of get this in there and then get another quick look to see if I can find my stupid headliner. I don't know where that is. That's the last piece of interior stuff that I have to put in, which requires the removal of the sunroof to be able to get the folding piece out, and then I put the new one in, of course. So as you can see, this is rising in here. More air bubbles, it's pushing out the bubbles, as you can see. So that's the whole point. We want to bleed this out, let it idle. Yeah, that'll be a wrap for tonight. I gotta clean up and then get this shit fixed, and then yeah, so that'll be it, guys. I mean, there's really not much to left other than to buy the turbo stuff, make sure everything is operating properly. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.